So we are live now. Ready, Kiran?
Hi. Yes, of course, always ready.
So born ready. so yeah. So welcome everybody to my channel, Angie the Bookaholic. And it's been a while since I did a live stream because just a minute, I can hear my own voice. I need to mute my YouTube.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Seriously.
Yep. Let me. Okay, so now I am uh, here with you after a long time for the live stream with the
Yeah.
wonderful Kiran. So, Kiran, do you want to do a quick introduction of you and your channel?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Angie, for having me. And hi, everyone. So, I know that I have been coming on Angie's channel for so long. So, you guys already know who I am. But if you don't, so my name is Kiran. I have a channel named Noob Readers. So, yeah, I read manga and a lot of books, especially fantasy, thriller category. These are my genres. I extremely enjoy them. And do consider subscribing if you enjoy that. So yeah, thank you. And today we are going to be starting off with this amazing comic. So yeah.
Right, yes. So, hi, Anita. Thanks for joining. So,
Hi
like
Anita.
Kiran said, we are reading Watchmen by Alan Moore, and the illustration is by Dave Gibbons. And we will be covering first two volumes. Our discussion might not be necessarily focused only on the Watchmen because there might be people who are joining us, just to check in with us. So we'll try to keep the conversation more generic about reading and booktube and all that. And like I said, I've been away from live stream for quite some time, so it'd be nice to catch up with all of you. So yeah, Kiran, what do you expect from Watchmen? Do you have any
Okay.
background about what this is?
Sure. So before actually doing that, the people who are watching us, don't shy away from commenting, okay? Do let us know that you're there, okay? And be a part of the conversation. Okay, so first of all, it's DC, and I am not very much someone who has a lot of background in that. To be very honest, I don't watch any of these stuff from DC. I'm a Marvel person. So this is the first time that I'll be reading this, and so yeah, I have no idea what I'm getting into. I didn't even do any sort of research, so this is going to be me going into it blind. Yeah, that's it, Angie.
Same here, but again, I have to say that I did read the first volume a while back, but I don't remember anything. I have book amnesia. So I forget things very easily. I forget people's names, which is very embarrassing. I remember the face, but I cannot remember their names. So embarrassing. So yeah, I am that kind of person. So I'm happy that I'll get a chance to start it from the scratch together with you, Kiran, so we can discuss, because I was very curious about this particular comic, especially because of the hype around it. And whenever somebody talks about graphic novel, which is other than manga, people
Mhm.
generally refer to Watchmen, at least to me, who are my friends who are familiar with graphic novels. This is the one that they always recommended. And when I picked it up at the bookstore, I was so surprised because it's also colorful as opposed to the other, the manga ones that you see. In manga,
Yeah.
I think we get like one page as a sample color page, right? Generally. So this is like, okay, I need this. I don't know whether I'm going to read it, but I need this. But then,
I
yeah,
need this in my life.
yes, absolutely. So colorful. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it was kind of what do you call that? A recommendation plus, what do you call that? Beauty by, I don't know what it's called because the book looks so beautiful. I don't know what you call that. But yes, I don't know much about it. I just know, like you said, it's like DC based, and there is this character called Watchman, which he wears some very weird looking mask, and that's all I know. And he is kind of psychopathic. That's all I remember. What I read previously. So I will leave a banner here, so whoever is joining can, just comment on what they are reading. Um, so then we
Yeah,
can start our timer and start reading. Or
yeah,
you want to talk something else, Kiran?
yeah. So I just, Anita has a question for me. So I just wanted to,
Oh
talk
yeah,
about
sorry,
that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Please
yeah,
go ahead.
definitely, 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 Anita. Avengers, like, who doesn't like stuff from Marvel, right? They're amazing. Yeah, amazing, amazing.
Let's see if
I just love,
Anita likes it.
I love Captain Marvel, Yeah, that
Oh
also.
yeah. Oh, Captain Marvel. I like Captain America. This is my
Yeah,
screensaver.
yeah, Captain America too, and Iron Man. But obviously, we are not gonna see them again, which is sad. But yeah,
Yeah.
we have like all of
I'm not
these like
obsessed
really good.
about them. I'm not obsessed about Avengers as such, but I like some movies and some characters, and
Thor,
I love
Thor, Thor.
Thor, of course, but I love the TV series. This lady, what's her name? Uh,
Hawkeye? No,
she's kind
sorry,
of
that
cuckoo.
Cook.
She creates her own world. She creates
Wonder
her
Woman,
own world. No,
Black
no, no,
Woman,
no, 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 no. Um, no. What's her name? Elizabeth. Uh,
the Black
Witch.
Widow,
Scarlet. Scarlet Witch.
Scarlett Johansson, no.
What's that series? Do you remember the series that came out? That she creates her own world, like a sitcom thing.
Wonder Vision, is that the one? No, but
Yes,
that is for
WandaVision.
okay. So that for Scarlet
I
Witch,
love
right?
WandaVision, and I is uh, there's another series, right? Hawkeye.
To
Hawkeye was
be,
boring.
we
Sorry,
have like
Hawkeye
different
fans.
phases, and the recent one, that correct phase, I am not catching up with them because because after like Endgame, I have not watched any of the Marvel because I was like, that's the end for me. Like I'm done. Like this was like hype for me, and then after like I was like, yeah, that's like done. Now I had my thing. I went to the cinema to watch the movie, and then I loved it so much. And now like,
Mhm.
and some of my favorite characters are like not there anymore. And
Right.
yeah, so that kind of hurts me. So like I'm like, yeah, fine, I'm done with Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah.
this new one, Moon Knight, that is DC, right? Moon Knight.
I have no idea. Sorry.
Okay, that's
Not
brilliant. You should
educated
check it
there.
out.
Not
Oh
educated
my
on
God,
that.
it's my favorite superhero series right now, Moon Knight. And you can binge it because the complete first season is out.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Interesting.
So, should we start a 20 minutes or 15 minutes sprint?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
Uh, just um, wait. Sorry, guys.
It takes a lot of it takes a lot of things to do to do
Learning.
a live
Yeah.
to do a live. Well,
I
we have so
appreciate
many
people who
comments.
are experts in it. Or
Yeah,
do
we have
I?
so many
Oh, sorry.
comments.
We can
Yeah.
go through that then. Sorry.
Yeah, we have a lot of
Now,
comments.
now you know how much I'm a novice in this. Okay, Anita loves Avengers. She is Team Iron Man.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's so cool. Like Iron Man is cool, and he's the beginning, right? That's from where everything kind of like started. So yeah,
You know what?
he's
I don't
special.
like Iron Man. I'm the odd one out.
Oh,
Everybody loves him, but yeah, controversial
whoa.
statements.
Okay, that's a hot take right there. That's a hot take.
People. So Pratik, it's a question. People like Captain Marvel.
I mean, I know that a lot of people have like different, things to say, but I think I believe in having female representation, and because I think that like I know that it can kind of like go both ways. So yeah, I kind of love the idea of having a female, you know, powers, powerful female as a superhero. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, for
and
me,
that's
the problem was it's not the character that was the problem, at least with the movies.
Mhm.
But the portrayal was not good enough. I felt the
Yeah,
acting
you
was,
can
it
say the
fell short.
acting. Yeah,
Yeah.
but same with like we know I just love Scarlett also. So that's the reason why I kind of like her character also, because she's a female and I just love to see female representation. So that's why.
Hmm. In any superhero movie slash TV show, the female character which I really like, not necessarily a what do you call that, a positive character, but it is this Jada Smith's character in Gotham. Um,
Mhm,
have
mhm,
you watched
mhm, mhm.
Gotham TV series?
No, I
And I
I have
think she,
seen like I have like I've just seen the scenes or something like that. Like I don't see, like I have not seen it entirely, but I think I've seen some parts of it. So it's just like that. Yeah.
right. So I mean, you have to watch it. It's one of my favorite TV shows. I think it's very underrated, but I really loved it. I loved
Sure.
all the people who played the different characters. I liked Daredevil also. So yeah,
Oh, Daredevil. I love that. And I'm just so
right.
mad that they're not creating more seasons for it. Like, I love it. I love Daredevil so much. And that guy, the actor, he's so damn hot.
Actor.
Like,
Yeah.
the moment I saw him, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, he's hot. Like, he's so hot. And his acting is so on point.
On
Yeah, I
point,
mean,
especially
yeah, his
playing a
acting
blind
is so
person. It's
on.
not that easy, right?
It's so on point. I love Daredevil, and I hope that they, at some point, they'll create more seasons. I want them. Yeah.
So Anita and Pratik helped us with remembering WandaVision. Then I haven't watched anything either after Endgame, but I'm planning to watch Black Panther 2. Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, same. Not seen anything after Endgame. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe someday.
You see, Moon Knight is Marvel, so I was wrong. It is not
Okay,
DC, but I
sure.
I think Moon Knight is my favorite uh shows after Gotham. I think. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I have to check it
But
out now.
you should. So guys who are listening to me, anybody loved or liked Moon Knight? The problem is Brie Larson's portrayal of Carol Danvers very bland. Yeah, exactly, very bland, and you didn't feel that strength in her. Like that she is this strongest. What do you call that? Strongest superhero, right? That's what she's called as,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So she didn't give that vibe.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? We are getting some representation. So if this
Mm,
keeps on going, we'll get good representation at some point. So
right.
that's what
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what I'm expecting. So yeah.
Yeah. It was. I think it was just a matter of bad casting.
Exactly.
uh, Daredevil Born Again is coming. Yeah, I heard about this. That's why I was wondering, but I didn't
Whoa,
want to blurt out something
whoa,
without knowing. Yeah,
interesting. I would love
right.
that. I would love that. That would be awesome. Seriously. Yeah. Thank you, Prateek. Prateek is literally the kind of guy who knows everything. Like he knows
Everything. Yeah, he's
everything.
our go-to expert.
Yeah,
He's
seriously.
updated in everything.
Yeah, he knows everything.
So Chaco is saying that I liked Moon Knight, but kind of wish we got to see more of the ending fight. And also, I would. Oh yeah, okay. I have heard about that. People complaining, and also would have liked to have it as mystery whether he's sane or a superhero. Yeah, I heard about this that people missed that ending fight. They really wanted to see it, but maybe we will get that as a flashback in coming seasons, right? And I don't think he is insane. Do you guys think he's insane?
Haven't watched it.
Uh,
Sorry,
yeah,
can't
you
help
haven't
you.
watched it, so just comment below. But don't no spoilers, guys. Just based on whatever we have seen in season one, only that. If you have read comic books and all, please don't share that here. But I don't know. Somehow I was so mesmerized by the storytelling in Moon Knight. Just
People are
yeah.
gonna be so mad that they're like, you're what? Yeah, like you're gonna talk about the DC comic and you're just talking about Marvel. People are gonna be
I
so
know.
mad on this
Sorry,
stream.
sorry, guys. We are all over the place. I told you it's not going to be very specific. I want to keep people in with this guidance, so let's not streamline or that's why. So Anita needs to go, but thanks for joining, Anita. Yeah,
Breakfast? It's which time zone are you in, Anita?
I think she's in Canada.
Are you not in India? I had no idea. Like she's
No, she
outside
is
India.
abroad.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Bye,
I was
Anita. We
thinking
love
she's somewhere in
you.
Canada.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining, Anita. Thank you.
So, do we start? I hope the timer works. I live in Toronto, see? EST.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. I would love to visit Toronto someday. Yeah, then maybe we can catch up.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we can start the timer
Mm-hmm.
now. Yeah, and for those of
So,
you who do not have the physical comic with you, I can tell you that it's available on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have the subscription, you can go and read with us. And yeah, we can have a good chat because
so
that's
if you
where I'm
guys
gonna read
don't,
it.
yeah, and if you guys don't want to have, you know, just sit there without while we are reading, just drop in after 15 minutes because the timer is for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
If you heard
yeah.
shouting, that some India match is going on, so my friends are
Exactly.
looking
Yeah,
at it.
yeah. The match is going on. Yeah, people in my house are also kind of like watching it, but then they went somewhere.
Oh, right. So hopefully we'll have more comments to have discussions once we come back. But yeah, let's
Uh,
get into reading now. So
sure.
I'm gonna share my screen first. I'm learning, guys. Be patient with me. Trying. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, Kiran, you want to mute your mic? I think we can hear your background.
Sure.
So, we're back.
Yeah, we are
How many
back.
pages did you cover?
Okay, so here I'm on page 16 out of 35.
Okay, I mean, like I have in this, it's different, I think, right? Because when we checked earlier, so
Yeah.
21 is where I've reached, where it next page where I'm going to read, it talks about Rorschach's journal entry.
Mm-hmm. Haha, same. I am reading the journal only. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's what so like you said, because we are not that familiar with the world, some of the things might be going over our head because there are references to
Same.
other superheroes,
Yeah.
like Night Owl and yeah, Phantom. I know, so I know Phantom, of course. But if these are characters like Hollis Mason and Danny, all these the investigators, basically, if they were ex superheroes, I think they retired, right? Because
Yeah.
what I understand is it was this whole organization was what do you call that,
They were a group.
dissolved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
and
like
they were dissolved in
either
1977.
yeah, it's either like people are not. It's either people willingly left, or something happened that kind of like put a crack between them or something like that. Yeah, but
Yeah, no, but
yeah,
I also the government regulation came banning them, right? So that's when they stopped paying it. Otherwise, then if they continue, then they become vigilantes, right? Instead of superheroes.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I,
To be
yeah.
honest, like when this entire vigilante concept kind of like came in, I was thinking about Arrow. Like, do you remember
Mm-hmm.
Arrow? Yeah, so this was
Yeah, of
this
course. Yeah.
one show that I used to watch a lot. Like, I literally watched so many seasons, and then it got so repetitive, and I literally left it for after like five
Same
or six
thing. Yeah.
seasons. Yeah, so that kind of reminded me of, yeah, this kind of reminded me of Arrow. So I was like, yeah, that
I used to watch Arrow and Flash together because it used to
same,
air at
yeah.
almost at the same
Same
time.
time, yeah. Arrow, well, Flash also, yeah. I used to watch that too. Yeah, good old
Uh,
days.
Good old days. So what I understand is there is a murder, but the murdered person is Edward Blake, who was
Related
apparently
to
based on,
politics. Yeah, had some
yeah,
connections,
and
political connections. Yeah,
but he was the masked man also. I think the comedian. That's what he says, right? He was the comedian. Rorschach says he's the comedian because he found the costume in his wardrobe or something, right? He
yeah.
finds out.
That
So
was a weird costume, to be very honest. Like, I don't think comedians can wear that. Yeah, that was extremely weird for a comedian's costume, to be very honest. Like, yeah, I don't think that's a comedian's costume.
yeah, but again, I am not used to all these superheroes or characters in DC that much. So maybe we should look up Google and see how the comedian's costume look like. The comedian DC comics. Let's see.
Yeah, because seriously, I mean, I was like, yeah, that's a weird costume for a comedian. Yeah.
Yeah. So see here. Um, maybe should I share my screen or
Yeah, you can.
so? Yeah. Present share screen.
Yeah, the fact that it started off with literally a murder. So, yeah. Interesting.
I know,
Interesting.
right? So this
Interesting.
is the costume. Yeah.
Interesting.
He doesn't look like a comedian.
No, no.
But I think that's what he called himself, and that's why he left that smiley thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that badge that you put on your like costume, whatever. So
Correct.
he's
So,
murdered and he has some political connections, and yeah, so and they were also kind of saying that that a single person cannot throw the person because he was like built in that way. So maybe the person who did that has like a lot of strength, and probably,
hmm hmm
so we don't know who
that's
that
right.
is, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see as
Maybe it's
we
Rorschach himself. You don't know.
yeah. I mean, this
No,
kind of
I'm just
reminded me
kidding.
of one like Arrow episode where he also kind of does shit like that, right?
Right,
So
right.
yeah, we don't know.
Some
Yeah,
sometimes unbelievable ones. Yeah.
yeah.
So in terms of excuse me, in terms of TV shows, what are you watching these days? Or Netflix and stuff like that?
Shows. Okay. What am I watching? I'm not watching anything. Why do I feel that I'm not watching anything these days? Oh, okay. Let me think. Yeah, I'm not watching anything. I think I'm just watching anime, and that too not regularly. It's like I just
Mhm.
saw like like the first episode of Chainsaw Man. I think that's the only thing that I watched. And I
Okay.
earlier I watched the One Piece episodes. And
Mm-hmm.
apart from that, in terms of the series, have I watched any series recently? Hmm. Yeah, I'm just thinking. You can go on. I'll think for the time being.
Yeah. So actually there is nothing to binge watch currently, at least that interests me. But I am following the Peripheral, which is from the same makers as the as Westworld. Uh,
Okay.
have you watched Westworld?
Yeah, no, I've heard
Oh, it's
of it.
brilliant. You
Yeah.
should check it out. It's nice. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
like season two is not as good as season one, but still, if you want the story to round up, and have an ending, you have to watch season two. But yeah,
Yeah, I watched Rings of Power. Yeah, yeah.
how is
That's
it?
what I watched. Yeah.
Wha-
I think that I think it was okay. I
High
think it kind
Sappho.
of like yeah. I mean, it kind of started off very good. Like I was just so invested in like the first episode, and then from there it kind of like dip. But I'll not say that I don't. I will not say that I hate it. Yeah, I think it's
Mm.
just okay. It was okay for me. Yeah, like a 7 out of
Because
10. Yeah.
yeah, because I remember you had the same feeling about the book as me. We both kind of not enjoy the
Yeah.
book Fellowship of the Ring.
Same. Same. Yeah,
Okay, so
I think the writing is
hmm.
just not for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because maybe if I had read it like 20 years ago, I would have loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, my expectations were completely different. But I know that people who don't like Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, they still love The Hobbit. So I really want to read The Hobbit, and I love the movies, even Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. So, like, I just want to give it a try, at least The Hobbit. Yeah.
Sure.
Pratik is saying most of these characters were introduced in this comic run only. Oh, okay. So they don't have separate, or they have separate, but
Okay.
after this, maybe.
Introduced. They were introduced here. Matlab,
Yeah.
so they were just there in for
Interesting.
this one. They were there for this run only. So basically, you're not going to see them again. So that's what he's trying to say, right?
Yeah. I think that's what he means. Most of his characters are there.
This is such a confusing statement. What are you trying to say, Pratik? Is it like they were introduced here, so this is the first place where they were seen, or this is the only place that they are seen?
Yeah. He also says ringless power.
Ringless power.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's just
I'm
being
waiting
savage.
for Wheel of Time next year, right? So I have to read the books,
Same,
guys. I
same.
haven't. I'm so stressed. I'm studying for an exam, like a certification. It's on December, and I'm
Okay.
so like. I mean, like I can't. I'm so old. I'm too old to study now, I think. So I'm struggling with that. So I
And the
don't have
and the
time
fact
much to read or
and
watch. Hmm?
and the fact is that for these certifications we have to pay, and if we fail we have to pay the money again, and they are extremely expensive.
Exactly.
They're
It's very
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah, I can
So
totally
I'm like,
understand that. Yeah,
it's
seriously.
60,000 for this certification that I'm taking.
I
I've already
know. I
paid it.
know.
If I need to reimburse it, I have to pass it. So,
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, your company must be
so
paying for it, right? Once you complete
yeah,
it, then they are going to reimburse it. So if you fail,
right.
then you have to pay. You have to invest 60 again, and then they
Again,
are just going to reimburse 60. So,
I'm
yeah,
too poor to invest 60,000 again.
yeah. So
Oh,
just take your time. Just take your
Uh,
time and just work hard. All the very
right.
best.
Thank
All the very
you.
best.
So that's why I don't have much time to read these days. So yeah, I thought live is a better option than sitting and editing and doing all that stuff.
Okay.
Chaco is saying Hobbit is a nice short book to read, only like 176 pages. Okay, yeah, I have the Hobbit here somewhere. In
I don't have Hobbit. No, I don't have it.
then you have Pratik saying Watchmen characters started from this comics, then popped up here and there over the years. Not that popular. Okay, understood. But
Cool.
I think the Watchman itself as a whole standalone thing, I think it was kind of a hit. That's my understanding.
I have no idea. This is the first time that I kind of like heard about it. So I was like, yeah, cool. I mean, it's a comic. Let's get into comics. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, but they are so expensive, guys. I can't afford.
Yeah, wait. Just give me a moment, okay? I'll and then we'll talk
Hmm.
about the books that we are currently reading. Okay, just give me a
Sure.
moment.
So Pratik's next comment is, I think Wings of Power is something when finished with 5 seasons, it will be good. Like how LOTR is. Mm-hmm. So my question would be, are they really planning for 5? I mean, like, obviously we'll not know how many seasons we'll get in total, but if they are planning for more seasons, maybe I will see the response to season 2 and then decide whether I should watch it or not. Because there is so much content to consume, including books. So we all have to prioritize what we are watching. Yeah. One thing I never get bored of watching is
House of the
crime
Dragon.
shows. No,
House. Of,
crime shows, like all these real crime shows, and Ted Bundy and all those like psychopath serial murderers. So
oh my god.
yeah, I'm kind of twisted.
No, I mean I like watching these like, but the documentaries, they are
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
ones that are like interesting to see. Yeah. So it's a
It's a
5
five
year,
season plan.
5 season plan. Okay, cool. I mean, the first season, I'll not say that it was mind blowing. No, it was not like that. It was, I think it was
Mm.
pretty average, but I'll not say that it was the worst thing that I ever watched. No, I'll not say that. I think it was pretty average for me. Yeah.
Right. So, see, the thing is, before anything, even the first episode came out, people were just bitching about the show. I lost all the interest because the fandom pissed me off, especially the YouTube comments under the trailer and all that. I'm like, I'm not going to watch it, like that kind of thing, because they were like so negative about it, and it kind of affected how I perceived the show or my expectation of the show. I'm like,
So you have not
okay,
seen it?
no, I haven't. Do you recommend me?
Not even a single episode.
Nope.
Okay, okay. I think you should like, yeah, I'll not say that go into it with a lot of expectations, but I think yeah, man, you can give it a chance. Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
not that bad. At least for me, it's not that bad. Yeah.
With fifth season ending with Sauron's defeat.
Defeat. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I think the next comment is for you, Angie, because I have not seen House of the Dragon.
what do you guys think of House of the Dragon? So, House of the Dragon. I actually loved it. But like again, like how in Game of Thrones, I watched it after uh season 5 had come out. So I watched it
Oh,
only started watching
okay.
only then. So then when I watched season 1, I was like, okay, yeah, fine. Like, what's the big hype about it? And then as the season started progressing, then it started getting more interesting and intriguing.
Yeah.
All these characters, mysteries, and all that. Then it started building up. So I'm expecting the same with House of Dragon. That with season 2, we might with further seasons releasing, we will get more and more. I mean, they will make it more and more interesting, I think, just like how it went for Game of Thrones. I have, yeah, I had an issue in the beginning with the pacing because there were so many time jumps. Like
Mm-hmm.
people were like
Okay.
growing up and like 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, and all that. But then I think they had to do it because there was the way the book is written. It's like that. It's kind of a history of this Targaryens, right? It's
That's such a difficult book to read, man. I was just
mm,
trying to listen to it as an audiobook, and that's just a history lesson, that and a very boring one, to be very honest. Like, I was like,
but I'm telling you,
no,
don't
I can't.
compare the book and the show. The show is really
Okay.
good. It's really
I mean,
good. I mean, like,
I think the entire thing that I think Game of Thrones, the ending of Game of Thrones has left such a bad taste in my mouth that I just
mm,
don't want to invest my emotions again in anything. Like, seriously, I mean, I was like, no, I don't want to watch it. Like, yeah, I don't want to watch it. But maybe I will. Maybe I think maybe
mm,
I'm just being too harsh on the show. So maybe I should just forget about all these things and just watch it. Let's see.
yeah.
I don't
I
know.
I I was planning on doing a live discussion with people who have watched House of Dragon season
Oh
one. Like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm just talking to some booktubers. But
Oh,
Prateek or
okay.
Chaco, if you guys want to join, also, yeah, you're always typing and all that behind the scenes. But you guys are experts, so we would love to have you in our live shows, right? That
Yeah.
would be also nice. So. So Chaco is also recommending it. Pratik has given it 9.5. So
Which is
what
like
more
a
do you
great.
need, Kiran? I know.
Yeah, yeah,
Endorsed by
seriously.
the Pratik. Um, reason of time jump was to get to civil war quickly. Yeah, I agree. I understand, and there was no point in lingering around with relationship and childhood things because it's about the war. I understand that, but initially it did not sink in because I was expecting kind of the same pacing as Game of Thrones, but it was definitely a different show altogether.
Yeah.
um and Chaco is saying happy to join on this. I think he's talking about House of Dragons discussion. That would be cool. Then I will, try to organize something because now we
Yeah,
don't
just
have
do
anything. We
that.
have to wait for, yeah, we have to wait for another 1.5 years or something. I think for the next season to come. So
Maybe.
I'm actually waiting for an TV show which is 1899, which is from the same makers as Dark.
Dark? Dark. Yeah, oh my god, Dark. I love Dark. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Dark was so good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, seriously, I'm gonna be watching that too. I mean, the trailer looked so good, and it also kind of had the same soundtrack. If
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
wrong,
exactly. Yeah.
I was like, why does it sound so familiar? I'm like, does it have the same soundtrack? Yeah, it was so seriously. Yeah, maybe we can
Uh,
watch it together, Angie.
yes,
It's gonna be
I'm up for it.
nice.
Oh my god, I'm just I actually wanted to do a rewatch of Dark, but again, like I don't have time at all. Like I'm like any free time getting, I'm studying. So like I hate it. I just want to get over with this exam so I can get on to all these shows that I'm missing out on. But yeah,
Nice.
we can plan something. I think it's releasing on November 14th. I think. Um,
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
uh,
yeah, I would love to watch that. Yeah.
And any Indian shows that you, and I don't generally watch Indian shows, Indian movies or Indian shows that you're following?
I no,
Movies?
I don't watch. I
Me
don't
too.
know. I don't think I've watched a Hindi movie. I mean, like recently. I think I just watched that in cinema. What was like Bhool Bhulaiya 2, I think. Bhool Bhulaiya 2, right? The Kartik Aaryan one. Yeah, yeah. That's the
Okay.
only thing that I watched, and I went to the cinema to watch that. Yeah.
So
Nothing
don't mind
after
me
that.
saying I generally don't watch Bollywood. I just watch like
I don't watch
I'm a
Bollywood
Malayali, so I
too.
watch generally Malayalam movies or
Okay.
generally yeah Kannada, Tamil, and all that. So there is this PS1. I think you have heard about it. Ponniyin Selvan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone's just talking
Aishwarya
about it
Rai.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming on OTT. I think next week or the week
Okay.
after. One of these weeks
Okay.
it's coming. And so I'm looking forward to watching that. But I want to read the books before that. So book one, I think movie one, it's two movies. It's cut into two movies, PS1 and PS2.
Okay.
The PS1
Okay.
covers book one, two, and three, I think, or at least half of three, so 2.5 books or something. So I finished book one, which it was so nice. Really good.
Okay.
You should
Nice.
you should read it. It's a
Sure,
great
sure.
Indian
I'll
epic.
I'll look
You
into
should read.
it.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
It's based on Cholas. The Chola Empire in the south.
Yeah.
So it's their story.
I just remember the name Chola. I don't remember anything about them because I was so bad at history. History is literally not my thing. I never liked
I
history.
love history.
I don't. I find history very boring, to be very honest. But I think the one movie that that I loved watching, and I watched it in in the cinema hall, that was KGF 2, and I love it. I just love
Oh,
KGF
okay.
so much. It was so good, and
Really?
yeah,
Not my
you didn't
thing.
like it? Oh my god, I loved
I didn't watch
KGF so
two.
much.
I didn't watch two. I watched KGF and I fell asleep, guys. I'm telling you, not in the theaters.
Oh
I
my
watched it
god.
like on OTT and I fell asleep. I didn't want to watch it. Sorry, guys, if there is any KGF
Oh my
fans,
god,
but I didn't like it.
I'm a
But
huge KGF fan, but that's another hot take, Angie. You are on fire today.
guys, I have to be honest. I mean, like, yeah,
So what
but
did
I
you
have,
not like about it? Like what is it that triggers you, or like what is it? It's boring for you.
yeah. I
Seriously.
mean, I couldn't follow the story. I mean, one of my friends, very close friends, she's
Mm-hmm.
done a role in that movie. She's this,
Whoa. Okay.
yeah, with
Who is it?
very, very small minor role. Her name is Rupa
Okay.
Rayappa, and
Okay.
she did a very small role. So she also, like, she's like, I know you, Angie, I know you do not like this kind of movie, but just let me know how I was and all that. So yeah, I watched it for her sake, but like, but my husband kind of likes it. But yeah, I have a lot of friends who are like crazy about KGF and
I
all
am
that.
crazy about KGF. I love it so much. I think that music, that whenever his like mother is on the screen and that music comes, and I get so like I get so emotional. I'm like, oh my god, I love this so much. Like seriously, yeah,
Okay, right.
I love. I think I really like it because of the action, and of course that emotional thing that it made me feel. So
Mm.
I'm like, I love it so much, and that's the reason I went, to watch it. This is the first time. I think after Bahubali, this is the only movie that I
Mm.
genuinely enjoyed and I like really loved after Bahubali.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
I will recommend some Malayalam movies to you. So, Chaco, are you
sure.
Malayali? Because from your name, I'm assuming that you're also Malayali. So, he's just coming in Malayalam. Yes, I need to watch more. Haha. And did you hear? Did you guys hear about Henry Cavill leaving Witcher? Yes, I did. No more eye candy for
Whoa.
Kiran.
I don't like this. I don't like this news. I hate this. I'm not. How can they do that? Like how is the show gonna be then? Like who's
I've heard
gonna
about it, but I
like
don't know
who's
the
gonna be
details.
like who's gonna be Geralt then? Yeah, which is not gonna be the same. No, no, no. We don't want that. I don't want that. Please don't let it happen. Please.
Pratik, tell us why is he leaving?
uh,
uh, so Pratik is like, I didn't like KGF either. Horrible editing. So yeah, I mean, I think again, movies are very subjective, right? Some people like it, some people don't like it. So yeah, we can't help it.
yeah.
So Chaco has a very valid question. What is KGF
What is
about?
KGF about?
Go ahead, Kiran.
Yeah,
I mean,
Chaco, I'm gonna say, just close your, like, just don't listen to anything. Just go straight to the movie and just watch it. Okay? Because whatever that I'm gonna say, that's gonna spoil it for you because I don't want to spoil the fun, to be very honest, because this is such an amazing story of a guy. And if you're the kind of person who's like really passionate about something in your life, you that thing is gonna resonate with you in the movie because the main character, if you look at his ambitions, and if you can like, because I'm the kind of person, I think I kind of really liked the way he kind of, from the kind of background that he came from, and even if whatever that he does, it's very like controversial, but I think his passion and his perseverance, to be very honest, I think that would be the word, his resilience and all of those things, I think that's what really attracted me to the character, even if I will not say
Mm,
that he's a hero. Yeah, he's not a hero. Okay, it's a it's a very gray character. He's not the good guy in a traditional sense. He's not a traditional hero. And I think that's what I really like. He's not a
Hmm.
one-dimensional character. So yeah. Yeah, just close your ears. Don't listen to anyone. Just go for the movie. You will love it. I mean, I love it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and so Pratik is saying Liam Hemsworth is the new Gerald. Not bad, but yeah, let's see how
Ah,
he will pull
no.
off.
This is so
Yeah,
sad. I'm sad now.
did you watch that video of Henry Cavill putting, putting together his gaming machine, gaming laptop, gaming computer? So people are
Yeah,
like
yeah,
just going crazy about it. Like, he's a geek also now. He's doing all
yeah.
these very geeky stuff. That was cool to watch.
But this is
And then
sad.
Chaco says he's a
This is
Malayali.
sad.
Yeah, okay. So fellow Malayalis here. So Chaco, tell me which is your favorite Malayalam movie that you watched this year? Mine is Nathan K. Sukoro. There is a nice movie.
Okay,
It's
what
it's
is
on
it about?
OTT. It's about a guy who is like basically fighting for some justice about something that happened in his life. Yeah, he's a very poor guy, underprivileged and all that, and he how he fights. So what really I liked about the movie is how natural the acting was. There's lot. It's basically a courtroom drama, not
Mm-hmm.
entirely inside the court, but basically court proceedings, right? And some of the lawyers or the advocates, they were actual lawyers, and they actually did straight auditions for most of the roles. So, and how they pull off these very, what do you call that, down to earth real characters on screen, you can actually relate to that. You go to any village, you will find these kind of characters. So that's what really pulled me to this story. But generally the acting, the screenplay, the story itself, it's kind of a mystery, and how it plays out in the courtroom, it's beautiful. I
Okay.
think that's my favorite Malayalam movie of this year.
Yeah, just send this name to me on Instagram because I just forgot it already. I have no idea what
Yeah,
it
I'll do
is.
that. I'll do that.
Yeah.
And Pratik is saying Henry Cavill had fights with showrunners of constant changes from book. And his team thinks he is too big of a star to do TV shows. Okay,
But
but
I
if
mean,
he's doing it and you think,
I mean that's a bit arrogant on her side, but I think
hmm,
but he's a great actor, and I think his portrayal of Geralt is kind of
mm-hmm,
something that I really enjoyed because I'm not a big fan of the Geralt of the books, to be very honest. I'm not a big fan, but
mm-hmm,
uh, I think Henry is kind of like actually able to portray him in a way that I genuinely enjoy, and I kind of liked him
mm.
more here in the show. So yeah, it's not gonna be the
Guys, don't beat
same.
me up, but I have watched only one episode of Witcher. So don't. So this is in the long list of things that I need to watch. It will be watched once I at least read book one. And I have the entire series here sitting since like 1.5 years. I haven't even gone near it.
Wow.
So yeah,
Like
I have like
I'm happy. I'm happy. Like I just have like the three books, and I've read both the short
all the
stories
three.
and the first book. Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
So
that's nice.
yeah.
Even my husband follows Witcher, and he was saying that he really loved Witcher. So
Yeah.
he's also a huge fan. He's not a reader, but he follows all these shows. So Chaco is saying, I haven't seen many Malayalam movies. Last one I saw was Johnny Mone Johnny. I haven't watched it with Dulquer Salman. So Sitaramam is also good. Not sure what language. It is Telugu.
Okay.
That's my answer.
Okay.
Sitaramam.
Yeah, no. I
Um.
think there was this one more movie that's called like RRR. That was also very famous. Yeah, but
Mhm.
I kind of felt like yeah, that was not that good. I think it's a bit overhyped. I mean, I was watching it and I kind of didn't like it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very. I mean, again, I haven't watched it. I generally, I'm very picky and choosy about what I watch. So when I watch the trailer and it doesn't appeal me, then I just, we just abandon it.
Mhm.
And I don't like these over the top, masochist, celebration of, what do you call that, testosterone kind of movies, because we have enough of that while growing up. I'm done with them. Like, we want, like you said, we want
We
real
don't want this
characters,
anymore.
female characters. Yeah. So that's why,
Yeah.
keep away from all that. But I've heard that it's got good reception abroad also, like RRR. So
Mhm.
I don't know much about it. Kiran, the next Witcher book is my favorite. You have to read it.
Okay. Sure. Okay,
So that is what,
I'm
book
gonna
number
read it.
3 or book number 2?
No, it's book number two. Yeah, the short stories are like different from from the
Okay, okay.
actual series. Yeah. So it's book number two actually. Yeah.
Then Pratik is saying, Kiran, watch Sita Ramam. It's more your type.
Okay.
What's Chaka's type? You would like to know.
Okay, it's interesting that Pratik thinks that he knows my type. That's interesting thing to say.
No,
Now
because
I'm
you
really
maybe because
curious.
the way you said KGF, maybe that's why.
Yeah,
Maybe.
now I'm just thinking that maybe Pratik is just thinking about all the shit that he didn't like. Now, like maybe this is Kiran's type. Maybe.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh.
Baptism of Fire is better than Time of Contempt. I
Nahin,
haven't. Is that
Time of
Witcher
Contempt
book?
is the second one, right? Second one is
I
Time of
think
Contempt, right?
I could check it for you. Mm.
I think so.
Oh my god, I can't find my Witcher book. Oh, it's here.
I can't find it. Oh my god. Yeah,
So,
maybe
yeah,
you.
Time of Contempt is book number 2, and the
Hmm,
Baptism of Fire is book number 3.
okay. So Pratik likes Baptism of Fire more than.
Nice try, haha. So they're fighting now over Witcher books. But I
No,
think
that's
I
okay.
always think that I've learned what I have learned. My biggest lesson after coming to BookTube is that
Mm-hmm.
everybody has different opinion, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Some people hate it, some people love it.
Yeah.
Initially I was like, before have joining this community, I was like, okay, if book is good, it's objectively good, right? So I'm like, I used to argue like, why didn't you like this book? It's the best book in the world. I used to argue with people. But now when I took the time when BookTube, I discovered BookTube, and when
Mm-hmm.
I started listening to people's reasoning of why they didn't like and not like, then I started thinking, yeah, could be, yeah, right. If from that perspective you think, so we start getting new perspectives, right? That's the best thing about this
Book
community,
two.
that
Yeah.
you can. I really learned to agree to disagree, kind of that phrase,
Yeah.
to really be implemented in life. That's what the biggest takeaway from BookTube is, I think, because first of all, we'll get different perspective of different people coming from different cultural background, different part of the world. So there is this interesting thing that happened last uh, week, that I am doing a read along of Sons of Darkness by Gaurav Mohanty, which is kind of a retelling of Mahabharata kind of thing. He used
Okay.
Mahabharata characters.
Okay.
It's very popular Indian fantasy right now.
Okay.
So you should check it out. You should read it. It's nice and very entertaining. So we have a discussion coming up in a couple of weeks with the author, together with Anita and Joanna. You know Joanna, right?
Yeah. 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 I know.
So Joanna and Philip. So this will be in Joanna's channel, I think. So Joanna, me, and Anita, we had a discussion, and while reading, and then we get to understand a perspective of a person who's not familiar with Mahabharata, because we
Mm-hmm.
have a perspective of how Karna is, or how Duryodhana is, how Ekalavya is, all these characters, right? But then, but when we read this book, he has given his own twist to these characters. His own changes to the characters, and some really what do you call that, white characters become gray shades, or they become like questionable characters, and he's taken that liberty with those characters. So for us, it's like a different experience reading that, and for her, it was completely a different perspective. And when she shared her perspective, I'll not tell that now, maybe because she is so, saving it to share in the live when we have it.
Mhm.
So, but that was quite interesting to, get this new uh, look into this epic that we are all used to growing up, and reading and listening and watching, all this. So that's what booktube does to you. And that's why I spend so much time binge watching on booktube videos. Like my
So what
husband
are
says,
you
it's so
reading?
boring.
So what are you
Uh,
reading like currently? So you must be reading a
Currently,
lot of books, right? Because you have like so
no.
many discussions going on.
No, I have decided, like at the beginning of this month, I decided I'll read only one book at a time, because I'm not
Okay.
going to commit to more, because again, because of the exam, and also because I'm a slow reader. So I am doing a read along in my channel for a 10 book series by Janie Wirtz, which is
Mhm.
The War of Light and Shadow. It's
Oh
brilliant.
yeah,
It's,
yeah, a huge
yeah,
series.
yeah. So it's a 10 book series. The 10th book is yet to be released. And excuse me, this is book number 2 that I'm reading now, Ship of Meteor.
Okay.
And um, I am really having a blast with this book. Book number 1 was kind of difficult for me to get into, because she is very verbose and very wordy, and prose is very thick, and dense. But once you get into the rhythm of it, and you know I you will get to know what she means, and the kind of world she is building is enriched by these words that she's using. Nothing is just there for, like, for example, if I compare it to um Patrick Rothfuss, Name of the Wind,
Mhm.
one of my least favorite books. I struggled with that book because everybody praises his prose, but I didn't like it, because I think the prose was just there to fill the gaps and make the book huge. Again, hot take. So,
I can't say
uh,
anything because I haven't read that. Sorry.
you should. I would be curious to know. You should read at least book number 1 and see, whether you like it or not, because that's a book which has got these both extremes, right? People who
Mhm.
are who are diehard fan of that book and the series, and people who just literally hate it, like me. Even Mike from Mike's book reviews, he also, like, hate it. But I know other people who really, like, are obsessed about it, like Captured in Woods, Jack from Captured in Woods, or some, do you follow that channel? It's also a
Which one?
booktube channel. Captured in the Woods.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard
Yeah.
about it. Because I see all of these people like commenting on someone's channels.
Hmm.
So you kind of see the names, but you don't watch them, but you know that yeah, there was this channel like that. Yeah, I am currently reading this.
Ah, okay. Oh my God. Don't remind me. I have to get back to it before the series. This is book
Yeah,
number?
and the book number 5, and I'm done this much. So I'm done with like 544 pages, and this is such a huge book. All of these
Tell
books
me
are like
about it.
so huge. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. And it has around 877 pages. So I'm like
Oh
done.
my God.
Yeah, I'm done with 544. And oh
But
my
I
God.
love reading Wheel of Time, guys. I
Yeah,
just
this is
love reading Wheel of Time. It's so
I have to
entertaining.
say,
But
yeah, it's
yeah.
it's so much fun. It's fun to
Mm-hmm.
read these books, and because the best part is they're so easy to read. But I just have one thing that I want to say is Robert Jordan needs to just calm down on his reputation. Like I can't take it. It just kind of it's getting too much for me now because because this is the fifth book, and I'm reading it like one after the other. So whenever he's just doing his introductions again and again and just explaining things again and again, that okay, we have all these like very specific things that he does for like specific characters. So let's say for example, for Naini, if he talks about she's always like pulling on her braids, or like you know and all of these things, they have like very specific things for specific characters. and
Right. Correct. Yeah.
and Robert Jordan just kind of explains it each and every time that character is like having a dialogue. So it's
Yeah.
like yeah, it's getting to a point that I'm getting irritated now. I'm like, just shut up. I know this already.
But I
Please.
want to ask you, how did you find book four? Because I heard book four is everybody's favorite.
I think it's my favorite too. Yeah, it's the best. It's the best till now, whatever that I have like read so far. I think, when you'll read book three and when you'll read four, there would be this
Mm-hmm.
instant shift. You'll just feel that shift. That okay,
Mm-hmm.
everything is just become so much more, like the stakes are high now,
Mm-hmm.
and things have gotten like very, very strange. And
Mm.
it's actually getting into that scary territory. Like everyone's just
Oh,
having
okay.
like I will not say scary in a way, like obviously it's not horror, so it's not
Yeah, yeah.
that kind of scary.
Understood.
it's like
Mm.
it's like the
Stakes are
world.
high.
Yeah, the world and how things are like changing. And in the first three books, the world also kind of feels very small, and it has like very similar template. Books kind of follow this kind of thing, that yeah, like there's a build up, and then in the middle not much is happening, and then we have this ending where everyone's just together and then shit
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's not like that in like book 4 and 5.
Ah,
All
okay,
of our
cool.
characters are like at separate places, and they just have their own opponents that they are facing and all that. So yeah, so it's
Mm.
very yeah, it's really fun. But I do think that the writing is very easy, but I don't know why Robert Jordan is just so repetitive. I think he needs to chill on that. Yeah.
Maybe he thought
Yeah.
that readers who are reading it after years, like if they're following from the
Yeah.
publishing time, then he
Yeah.
wanted to give a refresher.
Refresher, yeah. Yeah,
So
the same thing
repetitive.
happens. Yeah, so yeah, please
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Yeah. Yeah, I was
No, no,
just
you
saying
go
the
ahead.
same thing happens in like Harry Potter also. If you'll read the initial books, in the J.K. Rowling also kind of gives you a lot of like recap.
Oh,
But
does
like in
she?
that,
Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, but I think it's not that. It's not like that
just
here. It's
aggressive.
just, yeah, this is just too much for me. Yeah.
So short story is considered book one and two. That's I think Witcher, right?
Okay, so I mean, I don't know, like people are like divided on this. Some people just consider them as short stories. Some people even say that you do not have to read them, you can just directly kind of like go and start the series, which I will personally do not agree to, because I think short stories are important. And
Oh,
everyone,
okay.
yeah, and everyone should start from there. So yeah, I mean,
Oh,
in a
okay.
way.
So I don't have that. I think. Do I? I have a box thing. No, I don't have this. What is the name of the short story?
Yeah, it's The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny.
Oh, I have it. Yeah, The Last Wish is. Oh, it's a separate book in here.
Yeah.
So let me show you. Last Wish and
Yeah.
Sword of Destiny.
Sword of
So
Destiny.
these.
Yeah, they are the collection of short stories. Yeah.
So yeah, these are two books.
Yeah.
So you recommend me reading this. So which one is first?
Yeah. The Last
Uh,
Wish.
The Last Wish is the first. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will keep that in mind whenever I'm getting to it. Then I'm going through this also, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. It's a non-fiction book.
Okay.
Uh, uh, so this is Marcus Aurelius. He was the emperor of Rome. So his
Mm-hmm.
personal diary, which survived over the years, and yeah,
Okay.
so it's very inspiring. So I'm reading that very slowly because it's kind of an inspirational, kind of stoic um kind of book. So I'm going through that. Then I'm listening to a thriller because all my mystery thrillers, crime thrillers, I listen on audio. So I'm listening to that. It's kind of time travel book. I forgot the name, but let me give you Never. Uh, Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McAllister. That's what I'm
Okay.
listening to. It's
I've
again,
not heard of
it's
it.
yeah, it's a
Hmm.
murder mystery, but there is time travel in it, so it's quite interesting.
Yeah. This was the
Um,
second book that I am currently reading.
Love on the
Love
is
on the
this is
Brain.
Love on
Ali
the Brain. It's the
Hazelwood.
same guy as Love Hypothesis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's a
Okay.
girl. Ali Hazelwood.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
Pratik
Yeah,
is
this
saying,
one.
but
This one.
okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Shako is right. Kiran will prefer time of contempt.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
It was common among fantasy stories before 2000 to have slow build up for first book.
Mhm.
Wheel of Time, book 4 is everyone's favorite. Yes, that's what I've heard about it. Jordan Broughton wrote it in a way where he assumes you forgot things. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like he was expecting like some gap between different books, so
Yeah.
he put in these little snippets in, I think. But
Refreshers.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I think he didn't realize that people would be binge reading it in some
Binge
years.
reading it. Yeah. Yeah, when all the books are out and you just yeah, because I mean imagine if like whenever Egwene's or like any women's character is introduced, so they're like, yeah, they fold their hands under their breasts and all of those kind of
Yeah, a
sentences.
lot of
I
male
think,
gaze. Hmm.
yeah, and I think Robert Jordan kind of like believes in this idea that women and men are separate. They think
Hmm.
separately. They just do not understand what the other gender is thinking. I think he's very adamant about this point. He's like, yeah, I mean, every woman is always judging men, and every man is always judging a woman. Yeah, it's very like it's kind of like that. Like
Oh, okay.
they never have
Yeah.
a common ground. It's always like yeah, like the other person would always think that the women are just they don't know what women are thinking, and women will be like they don't know what men are thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
weird.
I haven't got that yet because I just too way back in the series. But this is a book that I talked about, that Mahabharata thing, Sons of Darkness by Gaurav
I love the
Mohan.
cover. I love the
It's
cover.
good.
It's so
It's
pretty.
Can you believe it is self-published? So
Whoa, such a
yeah,
huge self-published book. Oh my god,
yeah, and
that's
check
a
this
huge
out.
book.
It is huge, but trust me, you will fly through it. It's so well written. That's the inside page. I think that's Krishna. Yeah.
Just give me a moment, okay?
Sure. Guys, please start any new topic if you want to also in the comments. We will take that up.
Yeah, Angie, actually, I need to leave. I need to. Will that be okay if I
Yeah, that's
leave
fine.
now?
That's fine. And I will schedule another live for continuing this. But I had a good time chatting with all of you guys. Thanks for dropping in, all of you who joined. And also, let me or Kiran know what kind of live would you like to have, like, what
Yeah,
kind of special topics that you want to discuss. Also, if any one of you want to join us in the live stream with video,
yeah,
let us know
yeah,
because we would love to have you guys on screen rather than typing. it's, the conversation is much more easier if you're, yeah, live on screen.
yeah. Thank you
So
so much,
thanks for
everyone.
joining, everybody, guys. Thanks, Kiran, for joining in. It was fun. See you
Thank
soon.
you. Yeah, I
Bye,
always
guys.
love having a conversation with you, Angie. So thank you so much for
Yes.
having me, and bye, everyone. See you in the next stream.
Bye, guys.